Hey everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and an absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies with us today. Still waiting for my cat ball to go off. I'll have to have a little chat and a meditation with the guys afterwards. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at in this video, the midterms elections are coming up literally 2 weeks. Is it two weeks on... gosh, whatever day it is, 8th of November, so not far off now. I just want to have a quick look at a few little questions that have niggled to the front. I'm just going to have a look at, I'll use pendulum, just ask some questions first, and then we'll draw some cards as required. So let's have a look at what we want to have a look at today. Right, settle that. Okay. Oop. Right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Right. Settle those energies. Settle those energies. Okay. Thank you. May I ask a question, please? Are the Democrats going to win the House? Yes. Very definitely. Keep getting that. I think every reader gets that. May I ask a question, please? Are the Democrats going to win the Senate or the upper house? That's a yes as well. Can I ask a question, please? Are moderate Republican voters getting fed up with the shenanigans of their party? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you want me to ask another question. I have a list of questions here and then we'll draw the cards on them just to see what the whole story is. Will Beto in Texas, this is a real humdinger of a race, this one. This is the one we're most interested in. Excuse me. The muggy weather setting me off. Okay, can I ask please, guys? Can I ask, is Beto O'Rourke going to be the legitimate winner in Texas? Sorry, I'm just going to have to pause while I get a drink of water. Excuse me for a minute. Back again. Sorry about that. Oh, the conditions here are so tropical at the moment. Muggy, almost monsoonal at the moment, which is unusual for our part of the world. And we are expecting in southeastern Australia, Victoria, Lower New South Wales, Tasmania region, a high centre low to clash with a low centre low and form a hybrid cyclone, which fortunately is not our area, but the areas that are going to be affected are looking at 20 centimetres plus of rain within 24-hour periods. So just really heart going out to them. Okay, let's ask that question again. Right, guys, settle those energies. Ask a question, please. Is Beto O'Rourke going to get the most votes in Texas? Yes. Is his path to governorship going to be easy? Come on, guys, answer it for me. Is his path to governorship, is he going to be the governor? Is he going to be the... Oh, he's changing again. And that's a yes. But that's because I changed the question. Is the path going to be easy? Is the path going to be easy? And that's a no. Okay. I think we knew that to start with. So what I'll do, I'll draw some cards on each of those questions and see where they lead us to. So I'm just being in the Democratic energy. I'm not going to go into that other mob except for that second question. Using my runic tarot. Runic tarot. Do I use the runic tarot? Yeah, I do. Okay, thank you. Just looking at all my other decks there. Right, did I put those back up the right way? No, I didn't. Don't like to read upside down. There's enough negative cards in the deck without me reading reversals, is the way I was taught. The message will come through loud and clear, regardless of how of whether they're reversals or not. Okay, tell me, will the Democrats win the House in the midterms, the lower house? I'll call them lower house and upper house because they're terms that are familiar in Australia to me. So it's very clear who I'm talking about. Will the Democrats win? Seven of Cups. It's about choices being offered, choices on offer, but also coming together in the rebirth of something new, if I'm reading this card as this card is, as this deck is presented. So it is about the rebirth of something new and all these offers coming to the fore. So I'm going to call that a yes card, even though it's a 7, which is an odd number. But to me, it's about, this is very much about a new beginning and new options being presented. We have the Ten of Wands. In many decks, this is the burdensome card, but in this particular deck, it is very much to me about planting the seeds of possibilities. Tens are an end of a cycle, but they're planting the seeds for the new cycle. It very much reminds me of the Magician, manifesting possibilities. Yeah, communities coming together, going back to similar times, and then the Hermit. Investigation, introspection, shining the light in the dark, but working together, coming together. So that tells me that yes, yeah, they're all good. They're all good cards in relation to the lower house. So I think they're going to take it. I'm not getting any anxiety about the lower house at all. I feel they're actually going to take it quite comfortably. Now, when I say comfortably, there might be 1 or 2 representatives in it, but it means that they won't be hindered, and the likes of Cinnamon and what's his face are in the upper house, aren't they? And they're the ones holding up Republicans and Democrat clothing. But tell me about the upper house. Will the Democrats in the midterms take the upper house? Will the Democrats in the midterms take the upper house? Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, times are a-changing. 'Tis about destiny. Again, this is telling me very much a yes. Harsh truth coming forward. Escaping, fleeing away from what's not serving you, but moving forward to what a new path, a new future. I like this. Stealing it away from the dragon. Well, we know who the dragon energy is in this government. And yeah, wish fulfillment, coming together, working together. Queen of Swords, King of Wands. Yep. Inspirational, bringing forward new plans, new opportunities, new passion, and the icy coldness. So that'd be Pelosi. So, yep, I do see the Democrats taking both houses, which is fantastic. Now I want to have a look at, I'll use the same cards. I might just use the same cards going through. Are moderate Republicans, voters, getting fed up with the shenanigans? Are the moderate Republican voters getting fed up with the shenanigans? And then I'll ask some questions regarding that. Are the moderate Republican voters getting fed up with the shenanigans of the far right, of the way their party is heading? Mitch McConnell, believe it or not, don't like Mitch at all, don't agree with the majority of what he's doing, but he is trying to rein in this absurd side of the Republicans. McCarthy, whatever his name is, came out saying that, when the Republicans win, they're going to pull all support from Ukraine, supported by the absolute nutter MAGAs in government. And Mitch McConnell has basically said, no, we're not. No, we're not. There's more to this than what the extremes are talking about. Beau of the Fifth Column, if you get an opportunity to look at it, did a nice 4-minute talk on this morning. So are the moderate Republicans getting fed up with the extreme? Thank you. Government. Choices coming together. Defending oneself. Yeah, I'm going to call it as a yes, because we have packing up the truth and moving on to calmer waters. They are fed up with this sabotage and betrayal and deception, and a new beginning. They understand for the security of the country and a new beginning. So it's very much a yes card, two yeses, two very strong yeses there. There's a yes there, a couple of sevens, but it's very much about, in regards to the government, they are being faced with choices. They're wanting to... Okay, thank you. Meister is telling me that this is the fury that the far right are bringing down, that is really disrupting. I don't know if you can see this figure on the ground. They are the moderate Republicans who really just, they've had enough. They want to move on from this. They're fed up with the betrayal and sabotage of their party. So we've got these new beginnings here. So I'll just put those here and ask a question. Ask a question of pendulum. Will these moderate Republicans, first of all, okay, some energies please guys, calm energies. Ask a question please, thank you. Will these moderate Republicans vote? Will they vote? I don't care which way they vote. No, they're not going to vote. The majority of them. Okay, can I ask a question? Is it because they cannot bring themselves to vote for either party? Is it because they cannot bring themselves to vote for either party? And that's very strongly yes. Okay. I was expecting it to say yes, they would vote, but they might vote Democrats. But what I'm getting is that they're just not going to turn out. They're not going to vote at all, which means if the Democrats get out and vote, come on people, get out and vote, that the Democrats, that it's to the Democrats' benefit. Okay, because if the other party's not turning out to vote, then even if there are lesser votes, it means that your party will win. Okay, let's have a look. I want to see, tell me the story about Beto O'Rourke in Texas. I have read on this before. I have seen, I want to see what the energies are now, but what I have... Okay, you're going to... There's no change. This devil energy is what he's up against. Seedy underbelly being exposed to the light. What I have read again and again with Beto is that he will be the legitimate winner, but there's going to be so much corruption, shenanigans, illegalness going, yeah, so that's popped out. When I'm talking about the corruptions and the shenanigans and the illegalness, gerrymandering. However, the base is the Wheel of Fortune, that it is time for a change. Okay, tell me about, so I'm not going to ask a specific question, just tell me about Beto O'Rourke's run for the, I believe it's the governorship of Texas. Beto O'Rourke, how's he going to go in the elections? Okay. So we've got the Knight of Coins come up. Now, a couple of readings. Depending on who I'm reading on, this can be my mercenary card, but what I'm getting very strongly is this is about a slow, steady progression forward, bringing a message of opportunity and hope and positivity. So this is his campaign, slow, steady motion forward, challenged by trying to get his message across. Okay, thank you. A lot of negative messages coming forward, a lot of misinformation, disinformation. His progress has been challenged by all these spears being thrown at him. Thank you. All these spears being thrown at him as he's trying to make progress. Base of the reading, a new emotional start. I think the Texans are ready for it. This new emotional start, working together, relationships. In the past, so this is Beto's campaign. In the past, he's been all about balance and moderation, and this is what he's bringing to the table. Balance and moderation, and coming back to the moderate middle ground. It's been very burdensome for him. However, it is the end of a cycle. It's been a really hard campaign for him because he's having to deal with all these barbed messages coming at him. However, he is collecting them up and moving forward with them and bringing an end of a cycle. Immediate future, sword of truth. Sword of truth, sword of logic, sword of new beginnings. So the immediate future for him, which is the 2 weeks election, I'm getting a yes. He is going to be the legit winner externally. So the five of wands, which is about obstacles. Externally, there's going to be obstacles for him to these barbed messagings are going to be placed in his way. Internally, though, he is bringing forward this compassionate security, financial inspiration, abundance back to the state of Texas, a calmness, hopes and fears. Yeah, well, yeah, not surprised. It is the win at all cost my way, or the highway patriarchal energy, which is the fear. However, he has circles of support. It is about a new beginning. It is about a young person who he is setting out with faith and hope and trust, packing up the truth and moving to calmer waters. And he is inspired and passionate. Right? This is what he's going to have to deal with. This is the energies right at the moment. Betrayal, sabotage, win at all cost, picking up these swords of truth and leaving the field. This is the energies he's against at the moment. However, these people are walking away. They don't like this toxicity anymore. The Texans, not all Texans, but there are Texans walking away. There will be choices, illusion and delusion, but justice will come to the fore. There is going to be a period of restriction. However, there is this truth that's going to come forward. There is stuff that has not yet been revealed. There's a hidden agenda of this murky blur, so to speak, gutter tactics. However, He will be victorious. And then we have authentic reform. So as every other reading that just about everybody's done on this, including myself, if you go back and have a look at my Beto readings, he is going to, I will ask a question, he is going to win, but it is going to be, it's not going to be immediately obvious because of that moon card. There is going to be devious methods that are going to be brought to the light, and they're going to have to be dealt with via the justice system. So let's have a quick look. Ask a question, please. Settle those energies. Ask a question, please. Thank you. Will when the dust all settles, when the court cases are all over, will Beto be sitting in the governor's office? Will Beto be sitting? Yes, and that's a yes. Going to be interesting. It's going to get nasty, so just be aware of that. There's going to be a lot of delusion in regards to it. I think Abbott's one of those Republicans who's not going to admit defeat. Full stop. Unless he's going to fight losing, and he's going to use all sorts of underhanded methods. Okay, what I want to have a quick look at, don't know why I picked up these cards, but this is what I was told to pick up, is are the aggressive MAGA faithful is there going to be uprising after the election? Are there going to be January the 6th tight troubles after the election? Are there going to be January the 6th tight troubles after the midterm elections? I'm not feeling a big insurrection because there isn't one single entity that they are focusing on, but are there going to be uprisings after the January the 6th style uprisings after the elections? Ten of Swords. No. I'm going to call no on this. I think there's planning, but it's not going to come to fruition. There is going to be complete and utter downfall to these energies. The world is changing. It's changing. Full illumination, loss, rebirth, Russian murkiness coming to the fore. What have I got here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 5 cards. My scalp is tickling. It is a crossroads moment in regards to moral corruption, and we've got full illumination, joy going forward. So I'll just ask Pendulum to clarify that for me. Can I have energies there, please, guys? What energies? Thank you. Can I ask a question? Thank you. Will there be a January 6th? Will there be any January 6th style uprisings after the midterm elections? Will there be any January the 6th size uprisings? No. Getting a very definite no. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Will there be any violence? Yes. So, honestly, for the few days after the elections, I would just stock up your pantry before the election and try and stay home if you can. He's wanting me to ask another question. I'm trying to think of the question to ask. Are these uprisings going to be dangerous? Are these uprisings going to be dangerous? Yes. Are they going to be small and contained? Are they going to be small and contained? Again, a yes. Okay. So there will be an element that won't be able to accept the results, and they will try and ignite a civil war, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The truth is going to be the downfall. We have this new beginning. There are going to be investigations in regards to investigations shining the light on these losses, but I'm seeing the exposure of Russia's influence in the past. It is a crossroads moment where the blindfold needs to be taken out and the truth needs to be exposed into corruption, moral corruption, and it will be fully illuminated. So all I can advise is just stock up your pantry, fill your car up before the election, before the results come up, and just for the week or so afterwards, if you can, try and stay out of public places, go about your business, but only if absolutely necessary. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care. Love to you all. Look after yourselves, and I shall catch you next time. Bye-bye.